Okay.
And basically, this is how I think about stuff to learn. There's some things you can learn which will have utility for decades, like for your whole life. Like one example of that would be pure math, because math is not going to disappear. Another example is learning a language. Like I kind of suffered in my early to mid 20s learning foreign languages. I lived in Taiwan for 7 years and learned how to speak and read and even write Chinese. The writing has gotten way worse, but that is still going to be useful 50 years from now because people are still going to speak Chinese. Same thing with sales. Same thing with like any like human related thing.
So that's an engine.
That is an engine. But on the other extreme, you've got stuff like learning the absolute latest, coolest JavaScript framework, or learning how to use a tool that's really hot right now. So if you just go for the engine, then maybe you get a math degree or a philosophy degree in your university, and then you spend a lot of time learning foreign languages or learning stuff like that. Then you may not actually be able to get a job with it. You may not really excel at any one specific thing that not just the market, but just that the world cares about that much. Whereas if you go the power up side, you like say what I did in San Francisco in 2013. Like I studied Backbone JS and CoffeeScript, both of which are totally useless now, but they took me from being an outsider in the tech industry, not really being able to get a decent job, to a good 6-figure a year job at Groupon, because there was a really high demand for them. And there's other stuff kind of in between, like programming languages.
That is super interesting. So that's exactly what I wasn't using this language, but when developing Nugget, I was thinking about engine. Mm-hmm. For you. So basically, the knowledge there is foundational. Basically, I wanted to give the knowledge to anyone to stop them from ever picking a bad side project again, so that they never waste their time, so that they always had the reason to know why they were working on something that could make profit for them and their family. And what I noticed is when I was researching and looking at a lot of other courses, they were very much about power-ups, very much about this is how you use Google AdWords, this is how you advertise on Facebook, which I think is like a whole other strata. So that's very interesting. And maybe listening to you now, maybe there isn't enough power-ups in there. Or maybe. I mean, I do link out to to lessons about that stuff, but I'm trying to teach the foundational knowledge is my main goal.
So I kind of think of this like a video game. Like say you're playing like one of those racing games where you play a level, and then based on how you did in the race, you have some money to spend at the shop, and you get more nitro, or you upgrade your engine, or you get like some better tires or something. I think the way that works best in that, and also like outside of games, is if you most of the time you work on your engine, because that'll still be paying dividends much later. But when you want to try to make a jump, or when you need to make a jump, then you kind of go all in on whatever the nitro is. So if you're doing it now, maybe it would be Instagram marketing for a marketer, or learning about say Nuxt.js and working with Firebase or something like that if you're a developer, and get that next level locked in. And then like once you've consolidated that next level of success, then you want to go back to focusing on the engine until you're like getting ready to make a leap for the next
Do you have a blog